It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson here with my esteemed colleagues, Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Tonight's broadcast will feature the Miami Heat as they go up against the Boston Celtics in Boston. Taking a look at the Celtics, they're sitting at 500 over the last 10 games, kind of treading water. They'd really like to make a splash over the next few games. And an extra minute here. Shaq, one of the most exciting moves to watch in basketball, a slashing drive to the rim. Who would you say are the league's best slashers?
I'm going to be quick because I'm not really a guard. I know Kenny probably has a couple things to say. Let me go with Russell Westbrook, freak athlete, attack mentally. Monte Ellis, elite quickness, terrific touch around the rim. James Harden, strength, aggressiveness, ability to draw contact. Tyreke Evans, that's his whole game.
Wow.
It's game time in Boston as the crowds look to cheer on the Celtics. We'll see the defending world champion Miami Heat taking on the Boston Celtics. The big story is the return of Chris Middleton from being injured.
Evan, you know, injuries can really be tough. The pain, the rehab, the monotony, not being able to help your team out on the court, all of that weighs on you. I'm sure he's excited and relieved to be back in uniform.
And he's been working very hard to get to this point. I mean, that rehab is always a challenge, so you know he won't take it for granted.
So here's Miami's starting group. The big men are Bosh and Whiteside. D-Wade out there with insanity, and it's Winslow in at the 3 slot. Now, here's Wade. The dish now to Hamilton. Shot clock at 6. Makes good on the step-back jumper. Hamilton's got his first bucket in this one.
And when he gets in his head that he's going to get to the basket, very little you can do defensively.
Thomas passes to Crowder. There's the double team with Hamilton. Thomas gets a wide open look. Rush from outside. That's good. Rush has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Bosh, a screen on Thomas. The wide open look here for Bosh. And there's another one for the Heat.
Off to a nice start here. They've hit all 3 from the field.
So the Heat, their last game, a win against the Bulls in Chicago.
And if you look at the numbers, guys, I mean, what jumps out at you is the balance they had offensively.
Very satisfying road win because you're right. There was tremendous balance displayed. I mean, the crowd was basically stunned at how they were able to dismantle that defense.
Now here is Hamilton. Isaiah Thomas unable to get his last shot to go. And Wade slams it in.
And very little fight put up by the defense as he made his way to the bucket for the jam.
They did seem to take the cautious approach, Greg, when it came to defending that one. You're right.
And, guys, it's not the time for caution now. I mean, they've got to be aggressive and take some risk to see if they can cut that lead down.
Now here's Thomas. He had a 27-point outing in their last game against Brooklyn.
Yeah, and it just wasn't about the offense. I mean, he was racking up the steals and taking advantage of some sloppy play by the opponent.
And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that, that's your only option.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup, so I'd agree with you there, Greg.
He's off on the second. Celtics have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. In the corner, Rush with it. Lots of room. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
And they're 1 of 5 to start this game. Just really haven't gotten into a flow offensively.
Wade against Thomas. Wade dishes to Hamilton. He kicks to Bosh. Goes right through for bucket number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Yeah, they're lasered in. I mean, really making the most of their possessions.
They set the screen. Outside Thomas. Here's Wiles. That one falls, coming off of Thomas's feet.
And really a good job spotting his teammate near the bucket and then just pinpoint passing for the finish.
Hamilton against Thomas, and he dunks it down.
And how about a little bit of showmanship there as he increases the lead?
Oh, I like that. That's got to be, though, a tough pill for the defense to swallow.
Well, he's a guy that you know can hurt you with his passing, and right there, he does some damage with his finishing, too.
And he gets it to go.
Defensively, that possession better not start a trend because they just handed him 2 points.
Bosch, the screen. Inside, goes up off the pick. Uses both hands to slam it down.
Boy, he threw out some punishment with that two-hand throwdown.
And Clark, now's the time to do it. Continue to attack that rim.
Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Kevin, here's what the Celtics head coach had to say when we spoke just a few minutes ago. We talked about Chris Bosh, and he talked about the skill set and what makes him so difficult to guard. He told me he's very slippery in the post. You think you have him contained, and he'll just wiggle around his guy for a layup. We can never act as if he has nowhere to go down low. He finds space and room all the time. Guys?
Thank you, Doris. And here is Thomas following Chris Bosh's three.
Celtics call timeout. Here we go, Boston. Now coming onto the court are your Celtics dancers. Give it up.
From long range or short, small forwards on this list have been on target for the past 10 games, leading their position in field goal. Second in the league.
And that tells you about their ability to slash through the defense and get to the hoop effectively. I mean, because you have to be getting a lot of layups to have that kind of a percentage.
That's accurate, but you can't do what they've done without a superb outside shot as well. I mean, that's not a problem for this group. They certainly can drain the jump shot.
And Boston has possession. It's a 10-point game. Rush from outside. That's in there. Thomas with the assist. Thomas got 3 assists now in this one. Thomas against Hamilton. And there's the pass to Bosh. 6 for 6. He's yet to miss from the field.
I don't think they can ask much more of him than what he's done this quarter.
Here's Rush. 6 points for him. Outside Thomas. Jacks up a 3. Can't get it to go. And the Heat going the other way now. He lobs up the alley-oop pass, and then Wade slams it in.
No doubt they've come into this game with a really aggressive approach, just pounding the ball inside.
It certainly is working. They're finding the open lanes to the hoop and owning this game early.
Now here's Thomas. Very solid contribution from him as he averages over 20 points a game. And here's Hamilton. And Thomas over to help. Out to the right wing. Back to Hamilton. Wade on the wing. Just 5 on the clock. And powered down the jam.
It's taken them no time to build this lead up. Great first quarter offensively.
But no time to relax here. They've got to keep the pressure on with the defense, and I think they've got to try to put this one away early.
Here's Rush. 9 points in the game so far. Lambert the pass to Rush. Nice open look, but it's no good.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Hamilton with it. Now Thomas defending. Knocked away. Over to the wing for the 3. And again, Boston with the triple.
They really can't allow him too many open looks like that. I mean, that's just inviting trouble.
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Let's spread the floor and isolate up top. Spacing, fellas. Spacing.
A moment now to see the stats for Wade. He showed up every night and some noteworthy performances over the last month. 16th in assists. And with a top 20 ranking in field goal percentage, you put the ball in his hands, and he converts at a remarkable rate.
And really good at distributing the ball. Pick and roll, drive and dish in transition. He's been dominant all season.
Pachulia, he's checked in for the Heat. Matthew Dellavedova comes in for Dwayne Wade.
Move the ball.
Hamilton kicks to Pachulia. The timely screen gave him a step, and he took it all the way. And the Heat lead by 9. Boston's gone 4 of 5 from three-point land to get things going here in the first. The rim-rattling two-handed jam.
And how about the grasp they had on the game plan for this one?
You know, I know it's early, but I don't think I'm going out on a limb when I say we could be headed for a blowout unless something dramatically changes and fast.
Here's Rush. The Heat getting the bucket. Here's Bradley, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Bradley's got his first points in this one.
I'll tell you what, the post play has been rock solid right off the bat.
It really has, and they've created a lot of high percentage shots in the paint here already.
Dellavedova dishes to Hamilton. Pass to Dellavedova from deep. And again, Miami with the triple.
What a passing display he has put on here tonight.
Yeah, he's spoiling us, Greg. I mean, there's just another fantastic dime dropped right there. That one certainly should make the highlight reel.
Now, here's Thomas. Fires at the elbow. And that's out of bounds. Boston will retain possession. Plumlee is checked in for the Celtics.
Miles Plumlee.
32 seconds left in the first quarter. That's good.
Couldn't run the inbound play any better than right there.
The Heat leading by 10. Hamilton outside. Kicks it to Pachulia. 15 seconds left to play in the first quarter. 6 to shoot. Bosh up on top. And fouled as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. Miami shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night. And that one falls for Bosh. He hits both from the stripe. 8 seconds left to play here in the first. Thomas goes in. And Plumlee gets it to go on the assist by Thomas.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
All right, then, let's get up. Let's get loud for
Welcome back, everyone. A lopsided first quarter in the books already. So it's both teams making substitutions here. Celtics trail by 8. Miles out there with Jay Crowder. Then it's Thomas. And it's Lambert at the center, filling out the middle. That's the Boston 5.
Really nice dime dropping there. Playmaking ability is exactly what you get from Isaiah Thomas.
Here we go, Boston. Now coming on the board are your Celtics dancers. Give it up.
Bring up a list of point guards that over the last month have been on fire from three-point land. Freak is second.
A lot of point guards in the NBA don't get enough credit for how well
makes them that much more valuable as point guards. Opposing defenses have to worry about their passing and their shooting.
Now let's go to Doris Burke. Doris?
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Bulls delivered quite a performance. He finished with 42 points, and he got there with his usual way. Just an impressive barrage of threes. Just numbers that really jump out at you in a box score.
All right, Doris, thanks so much for the report. You had to just marvel, guys, at what he was able to do that night, didn't you?
You know what? It was the game of basketball being played at its highest level. No question who their MVP was in that one.
No question whatsoever, Greg. I mean, that's a performance he and his fans will remember for a long, long time.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Purposeful passing it is, partner. Their last 10 points have all come off assists.
Yeah, you're making things far too easy for him when you let him get it that deep.
I echo that. Ditto. I mean, you've got to do your work early to try to keep him out of the post.
That is just nasty.
About the athleticism on that finish.
How's that for a one-man show? Put this fella on Broadway. Self-service.
The most magnificent alley-oop he could have chosen.
Yeah, and he pulls that one off, guys, to perfection.
That's good, and the Heat lead is cut down now to just 8 on the basket from Lambert.
The number of points they've scored in the paint already today is pretty eye-opening.
It really is, Clark. The defenders need to do a better job of closing those lanes to the hoop.
Hamilton.
Sublime stuff, guys. Absolutely sublime.
Clark, he's going to start putting on a show now.
And that's usually how it goes. Once they get that lead, it's almost like they give him free rein.
And that replay sponsored by Kia, the Kia Slam Cam, giving us a great look at that one.
And, folks, he does more than just put 2 points onto their lead. He does it with a little bit of flair.
He sure does. You're right. It's a dazzling move to the bucket for him.
I'll tell you what, he may not be the biggest man in the league, guys, but he more than makes up for that lack of size with amazing aerial skills.
Clock at 4. Knocked loose. It's stolen by Wade. And now here's Hamilton, the fast break chance. The three-pointer, no good. Celtics trail by 12. Thomas goes in to the middle. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. They get Hassan Whiteside.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
And both free throws good from Crowder. The Heat leading by 10.
You got it. Let's get the ball inside.
Now Wade. He had 10 points in the win against Chicago. 1:36 left in the second quarter. And again it will fall. Basket good there from Hamilton. Hamilton's got the lead up to 12 now for Miami. Boston's gotten a success rate of just over 50% from three-point tonight. 4 of 7 shooting. And Thomas, here we go, misses in close.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
Phenomenal alley-oop slam right there, guys.
They're taking advantage, Clark, of a team that looks lost out there.
Guys, this one is threatening to get really ugly.
And rush kicks to Thomas. Nice ball movement by Boston. Boston again missing.
3 triples in the first quarter, but he's yet to knock one down here in the second. And despite the hot start from beyond, they've gotten away from shooting the triple.
And trailing in this game, now is not the time to start playing conservatively. I mean, if you've got an open look from deep, let it go. I mean, you've got to play freely and with confidence.
Celtics trail by 12. And there's the feed to rush. Here's Crowder. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target.
You know, he's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far.
Wow, the floor just really opened up for him on that possession.
Yeah, I mean, I'm all for good offense, but that was just a terrible reaction from the defense.
Pass to Rush. Back to Thomas. He dishes it to Crowder. Lets it go with the three. And the shot is good. Crowder's got 5 points now this quarter.
You know, I think, Kevin, they took a bit of a chance there going to the double team, and that left another guy open out there.
The clock runs out, and we're heading to halftime. Heat out front, up 11.
Well, a double-double already in the books for you, and we're only at the half. Do you see them trying to throw different looks at you to slow you down?
Well, I mean...
All right, guys, focus on me. We got them where we want them, and we can quiet these fans down even more if we pay attention to a couple of key things. Obviously, we've shot the lights out, and that's not been by accident. You guys have done a heck of a job finding good looks every time down. Keep working hard to get those high percentage shots. There was nice rhythm to our transition game. We got some important points on the break. I think we keep the tempo brisk in the second half. That's it for now, guys. Let's go get that W.
Welcome back, folks. Thank you for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports as we get set to get going once again. Hey, during the break, players getting a chance to refuel and hydrate with some Gatorade as there is more basketball in store.
Been a big game for Hamilton. He has 18 points, and his huge assist tally makes it all the more impressive.
You know what? He's the catalyst. He's the reason why this team plays with such harmony. And if his passing continues, they are going to be dangerous.
And for Miami, looking who they've got out there. The big men are Bosh and Whiteside. Insanity is out there with Dwayne Wade. And it's Winslow in at the three. Back to Thomas. The three. And again, Boston with the triple.
Maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot the D can afford to give him.
Thomas against Hamilton.
Stick it too much.
And he gets it to go. Hamilton's got 22 points.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
And how? I mean, they're taking this defense to task, taking them to school. Every one of their last 10 points have come in the paint.
Outside Thomas. Just 5 to shoot. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Thomas got 7 points.
Not fazed at all by having a bigger defender on him down low. And I really thought he would be.
You know, at first glance, you wouldn't think that he'd be comfortable in that particular situation. But, boy, I tell you what, he didn't look like he was out of his element at all right there.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
I tell you what, it reminds me of one of my college coaches who used to say, that ain't going to get it done. That's 5 straight baskets in the paint now.
Double team on Thomas. Deep 2 from Rush. And it's Whiteside with the rebound. Whiteside's got 3 rebounds now in this one.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Here's Rush. 13 points in the game. Dishes it to Thomas. Here's Lambert. And the shot is good. He's got 8.
And that putback about as easy a bucket as you're going to get.
Exactly what happens when you don't box out, Greg.
All right, fans, let's get up. Let's get loud for your Celtics dancers.
Right here, over these last 10 games on the Heat schedule, this is how they stack up in the league stats. First in scoring, first in assists, and they're also #1 in shooting percentage. This is a team that prides itself on taking high-quality shots.
And you go back to their offense, the most explosive in the league. I mean, everyone talks about the great offense beating great defenses. And I tell you what, they make it difficult to hang with them.
Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Fires the 3. They grab their own miss.
Hey, they got the shot they wanted off of that pick, but it just doesn't fall.
Yeah, it didn't go down, but you'll take that shot every single time, Greg. That's good offense.
Nice shot by Hamilton.
Oh, they own the interior right now. 10 straight points coming from inside.
Well, constantly finding lanes to the basket, getting great looks inside.
Rob. Crowder with the steal. That's it, and the Miami lead is cut down now to just 10 on the basket from Thomas.
We've seen a noticeable improvement out of him since halftime. He didn't have a whole lot working in the first half.
And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. The Heat have shot 4 of 7 as a team from the line tonight. Several misses early.
And their success rate on the season, right around 77%.
The Heat making a switch here. Cannon's checked in, and so he makes both from the line. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Rush the pass to Thomas. There's the steal. And now here's Hamilton, the fast break chance. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up. And an interesting look here at the top assisting point guards this season. Setting up teammates, being a playmaker. One of the hallmarks of being a premier point guard in the NBA. Isaiah Thomas is second. Freak third.
And these are the best passers in the NBA. No question about it. Every one of them is willing and able to be the floor general out there and make sure the offense is running at full speed.
And that's the thing to me. I mean, as exceptional as their assist numbers are, it's their leadership and that ability to direct their offense. That's what makes them stand out.
Thomas kicks to Rush. To the paint. And it's slammed in by Plumlee.
And he just leaves the D in the dust and explodes to the basket.
You're right. Clark, maybe a momentum changer right there. Huh?
It could be, Kevin. I mean, a dunk like that can sometimes get an opponent reeling.
So both teams changing it up here. Both teams will make substitutions. 1:39 left here in the third quarter. Hamilton dishes to Winslow. Whiteside, the pass to Sessions. Here's Hamilton. And Boston with the rebound. Coming off that loss against the Nets.
They played well enough to win that game. It really could have gone either way.
Yeah, you've got to play the entire 4 quarters. I mean, they played well for 3.5 quarters, and that's just not enough. You can't expect to win if you don't play a full game.
And he trims the lead to single digits. Bradley's got 6 points.
So far, going for more of an inside game here in this second half, and I like that. A little smash-mouth basketball, taking it inside.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
Celtics trail by 10. Down low, here's Middleton. Good, and the assist goes to Thomas.
Boy, guys, they've shown some great passing on their last few trips down the floor. Excellent.
4 straight passes leading to scores. Great team play.
Winslow kicks to Wade. Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. And the shot is good. 34 points for Freak.
And the interior D is really starting to be exposed here. How many layups have they gotten today?
To the inside, here's Thomas, and count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
5 straight baskets, Greg, resulting from assists. They're playing as one unit out there.
Chris Bosh has checked in for Miami.
He's done a much better job of getting to the line here. Aggressively taking it inside and not shying away from contact. I thought he was settling a bit in the first.
Thomas goes in and stolen by Hamilton. Oh, and a fast break for the Heat. Hamilton's got the ball, throws down the breakaway jam.
And unfortunately, we've seen a few too many of those. A lack of concentration and alertness, a turnover, and an easy bucket the other way in transition.
And really a few more of those, and this game could be over.
2 on the clock, and fouled hard that time. They'll get to the line and shoot 2. For Boston, they have been perfect so far from the free throw line, 6 for 6.
You've got to appreciate their ability to make free throws, 81% as a team.
Really, guys, it's just come together for them at the charity stripe this season. I mean, the confidence is there, and so too are the results.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
Just solid, really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
Up in time, the shot misses. And as we end the third quarter, a great game. Both teams playing well. Heat lead by 7. Well, welcome back as we get set to start the fourth. Here's Thomas. A moment now to reset the lamps. Brought to us by Gatorade. All fueled up here for the fourth quarter. On the court right now for the Celtics, we've got Lyles. He's out there with Jay Crowder. And it's Rush in at the 2. Nice shot by Hamilton.
What a top-notch game he's having. He's gotten them in front, and it sure seemed like he's going to keep them there. All by himself, it looks like.
Out to the wing. Rush the pass to Lambert. Hits it, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Dime-dropping delights is what I call it.
Yeah, it's a nice pass. I will give you that one.
Yeah, he was on the money, that's no doubt. Celtics trail by 9. Thomas kicks to Rush. There's the double team with Hamilton. Outside Thomas. 6 on the shot clock. Takes the 3. That's good. Thomas got 20.
It's really been a tale of 2 halves, guys. A slow start, but this quarter, he has really been the man.
Hamilton trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Celtics have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Thomas with the ball. Now Hamilton defending. Lyles passes to Crowder. That is good.
Loose D here. Critical stretch. I mean, you're better off sending him to the free throw lines than to have him get that good a look.
No good from Hamilton.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Passes it to Lambert. Double team on Thomas. Out to the wing. It's Rush outside. It's hauled in by the Heat. Whiteside's got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
Get the ball inside.
Hamilton against Thomas. Puts it up from 12. Nice shot by Hamilton. Hamilton's got 42 in the game.
This guy's putting on a clinic out there. Everything is sound and sharp and crisp. He's really the centerpiece of their offense.
They set the screen. It's stolen by Barea.
You got it. Let's get the ball inside.
Feeds it to Hamilton. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Heat.
Anytime you get as many points in the paint as they have, you know you've got a good thing going and you just want to keep it going.
Yeah, and the other thing that they've done well is they've really attacked the gaps of the defense with quick, decisive drives. down the lane.
Here's what Miami's going with right now. Winslow comes in for Dwayne Wade. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for J.J. Barea. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
Major defensive lapse right there. I mean, he's not a player you can leave open for a jump shot. You've got to stay attached to him. They're lucky he couldn't punish them for it.
You got it. Get the ball inside.
Fourth quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far. Plumlee with the block. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Plumlee. Now here is Hamilton. Just 5 on the clock. He feeds it to Whiteside. Banked in off the glass. And the Heat lead by 10.
And this has been purely a display of offense that we're seeing here today.
And, you know, it's only getting better as both of these teams' defenses are starting to show signs of wearing down.
There's the dish to Thomas. Offensive rebound. Here's Plumlee. And he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
And how about the offensive rebound with a little extra punch on the putback?
You're right, Greg. As they look to trim the deficit, could we see them send a few more bodies to the boards from here on out? Maybe, just maybe.
Well, I don't think it would be a bad idea, Kevin. I mean, they could use all the second chance points they can get.
Another miss by Middleton. Miami leading by 8.
Got it. Let's get the ball inside.
Hamilton with it. He kicks it to Dellavedova. The pass to Bosch. A terrific shot on the turnaround.
They're perfectly content to keep going to that mid-range jumper. If the defense is going to give it to them, they'll take it all day.
And it's about getting open looks, and they've used that shot with great effect here tonight.
Inside. Back to Middleton. 11 feet away, and he connects with the jumper. And here's Hamilton.
Got it. Let's get the ball inside.
Whiteside, a screen on Thomas. And it's Whiteside off the drive. He used that pick to get in close. Whiteside's got 4 points this quarter.
Boy, that was a rugged screen set there, fellas, and the defense didn't even try to go through that one.
Middleton dishes to Plumlee. Lucky 7 drops in. He's perfect from the floor. 7 for 7.
Well, as for them being behind in this game, you certainly can't put any of it on his shoulders. He's been tremendous offensively.
And it's Bradley with the rebound.
And you saw how quick the defense was. They were ready for one. They got the hand in the face there and made that much more difficult.
Yeah, and every team needs that kind of rugged interior defense because you want to try to distract your opponents when they get inside, and you also want to make them uncomfortable in their shot attempts.
Boston needs to get off a shot. It's Thomas outside and good on the basket. Book it. And now it's only a 5-point Miami lead. Hamilton kicks to Bosch. It's deflected. Guys, this offense very effective.
Going right at them.
And guys, the defense has been no match. They've just picked them apart.
The Heat leading by 5.
Got it. Let's get the ball inside.
Now Hamilton. Bosch passes to Winslow. Takes it from 10. And Hamilton gets it to go on the assist by Winslow. Hamilton's got 46 points. Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
Kevin, the head coach for the Celtics, had some instruction for his guys during that break. He gave his guys the green light to keep firing from downtown, telling them, listen, I like the work you're doing out there. Keep finding those gaps on the perimeter. They're giving us open shots.
And Miami making a change here. Wade's checked in.
And you know what? He's just not on his game. No doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team.
Celtics trail by 7. Thomas dishes to Crowder. Wade against Middleton. And Thomas, here we go. Again, the miss by the Celtics. Heat have gone 7 of 15 from the floor here in the fourth. Right around 46-47%. Winslow kicks to Hamilton. Tries from 16. Good on the shot. Hamilton's got 48.
He's been one of their more reliable options today, guys. I mean, his shooting has led them to this lead.
We need to calm down. We're taking too many shots early in the clock.
And the Celtics making a change here. Rush is checked in.
Simple rush. We throw it down inside or run some pick and roll up top.
And Thomas, here we go. Nice ball movement by Boston. Lambert. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good.
Yeah, just a smart shot, taking advantage of the mismatch.
Well, with a stroke like that and the height advantage as well, the mid-range J is almost a gimme.
And Thomas over to help. Back to Hamilton. Shot clock at 6. And the layup is good. Hamilton's got 50 points.
Just carrying the load right now offensively, guys. He is not wasting any chances.
From where I sit, Greg, it's a simple deduction. If they want things to be easy on themselves here late, make sure he has the ball.
Here's Rush. Wade is covering. Rush the pass to Lambert. Upside Thomas. Plenty of space. And again, it's Boston converting. 1:03 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Hamilton. And that one is hammered home.
Didn't take their time in wrapping this game up. They came out with a sense of urgency.
Nice ending spurt to polish it off. Once they had him on the ropes, they started throwing haymakers at him.
The whole knockout blow.
Pass to Lambert. So the whistle blows.
fellas. Competition time. Beat the pro. Let's go. Okay, everyone, we obviously need to be better in the open court with the ball. Let's set up in 63. Okay, we're good on the drills for now. Let's make sure we're getting better every day.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
Greetings, NBA fans. Welcome to 2K Sports. I'm your host, Ernie Johnson, and seated beside me, Kenny the Jet Smith, and the Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal. Tonight's broadcast will feature the Miami Heat as they go up against the Detroit Pistons. Last game for the Pistons, they picked up the W against the Bucks at BMO Harris Bradley Center. They're not satisfied with the record over the last 10 games. Under 500 basketball, just not good enough. Looking to improve tonight. And coming out of the All-Star break, most players have gotten a chance to rest up a little bit. Shaq, you rarely got a chance to feel what that's like.
You know, if you're playing in the All-Star game, your body does not get to rest. But you shouldn't complain. The fans voted you in. It's a moment that will never come again to some of these players. Enjoy it. But mentally, you do get a break from having to go out and win key games.
Yeah, on one hand, rest does help. I would say that. But on the other hand,
Let's meet the starting lineup, the visiting Miami Heat. At the small forward position, 6 feet 10 inches, number 33, Bernie.
Welcome to the Palace of Auburn Hills. We're in suburban Detroit, the home of the Pistons, where we'll be broadcasting today's game live. We're happy to have you with us for 2K Sports midweek presentation of NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, and on the sideline tonight, Doris Burke. You look at Miami, they put it all together. Wow. I mean, just beautiful.
And, Kevin, who says a point guard should look to pass first? I mean, not when you can finish like this fella.
Well, Clark, he wasn't going to give that opportunity up to a teammate.
Well, you know, Kevin, that's one he'll always take himself, and he should. I mean, you can't pass up that kind of opportunity or fun.
Special thanks to Kia for that sweet Kia Slam Cam replay. Shot clock at 2, and play stops as it looks like they call him over the back here.
Well, that was a quick foul for him there. The refs are certainly calling it close.
Hamilton against Jackson. Anderson kicks to Jackson. Hamilton pulls it in. For so long, Clark, Freak has made it apparent that he wants to be a global star. Isn't that what all these guys really want? He tries to achieve. She wondered if he has taken some of his focus off the game.
Well, you know, it's perfectly fine for any NBA player to sign a few endorsements, but you have to make sure that the main thing stays the main thing. NBA players need to hoop more than they need to worry about their brand.
That's good from Wade on the assist by Hamilton.
He's terrific with the floater, and that's not an easy shot.
Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence.
There's the pick. It's tipped and stolen by Hamilton. And that one is stuffed right through. Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying, Clark, to get back into this game like this.
Yeah, definitely a jam with emphasis. A big apostrophe or exclamation point. How about maybe even a question mark, partner?
Yeah, I would have to say there are a lot of questions right now from a defensive standpoint. That's for sure.
Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Kevin, thank you. I spoke with the Pistons head coach for just a bit. The phrase superstar gets tossed around the league a lot these days, but that is how he described Dwayne Wade. He said that D. Wade's the guy we'll be giving the most attention to because he can function either as a playmaker or a scorer, saying no matter what he chooses to do, he can hurt you. We have to be ready for everything. Easier said than done, guys.
Thank you, Doris.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
It is. I mean, no reason to back off and give him the layup. He's much better off. Making him go to the line.
Here's Jackson. His last outing, he had 8 points. Drummond with a screen on Hamilton. The pass to Buchanan. And Drummond kicks to Jackson. And he gets it to go. Jackson's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Well, Merry Christmas. I mean, that was a freebie.
Well, it was Miami winning their last game against the Boston Celtics.
And they ran their offense nearly to perfection in that one. Very few possessions were wasted.
Yeah, they put the mute button on them that time. I mean, in front of a hostile crowd, they never let the fans get going. They silenced them over and over again with big, timely shots.
Drummond a screen, just 4 to shoot. Here's Anderson. It's hauled in by the Heat.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
No good from Hamilton. Pistons trail by 4. Jackson passes to Caldwell Pope. And here's Anderson from the arc. Anderson can't get that one to fall.
Boy, with an open look like that, he is so gifted. Man, you've got to play better defense. Eventually, he's going to make you pay.
Yeah, you can see he's still in rhythm, even though he misses that one. Almost always deadly when he's that open.
Jackson dishes to Anderson. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time.
Back at you. I mean, they immediately get those 3 points back.
Trading spray guns from long range. Trading blows from behind the arc.
Here's Hamilton. Hamilton can't get that one to fall. Detroit's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Kicks to Drummond. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
And that's right where they wanted to go with the ball in rhythm.
Here's Hamilton. It's good from long range. Hamilton's got 10.
He's played an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the lead.
Caldwell Pope kicks to Anderson. Jackson has the open look. Again, the Pistons score.
You know what? Didn't find a very good shot on that possession, but still able to get 2 points.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Detroit Pistons dancers.
With a break in the action, let's go to the 2K leaderboard. These teams have been dialed in defensively.
Make some noise, Detroit.
As a good defense isn't fun to watch. This has been impressive the last few weeks. They've been able to get after it and be active and come up with more steals than normal.
And the Pistons making a change here. Gortat's checked in. Again, the miss by the Heat. Pistons trail by 3. The dish to Jackson. Out to the right wing. The Pistons working the ball around now. Pass to Buchanan. Jackson kicks to Gortat. And it's going to be a 3-second call.
Here's a chance to take a look at the Pistons and how they rank in the NBA right now. 4th in opponent points per game, 5th in second chance points. And they're in the top half of the league in fewest turnovers. When you can be in that company, you're giving yourself a chance to be a winning team.
And you go back to their ranking in opponents' points per game. Teams just can't seem to put runs together against them. You get a bucket here, a bucket there, but that defense, it just wears on.
And the foul called on Freak. The Pistons shooting about 35% from the floor. Not much falling for them. Jackson and Caldwell Pope, the guards. Gortat is out there with Anderson. And it's Buchanan in at the small forward. They're the group Detroit will start the second with. Here's Jackson. Makes no mistake on the open jump shot. Jackson's got the opening basket here in the second quarter for the Pistons. Out to the right wing. Here's Winslow. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. And the Heat lead by 14.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Dishes to Gortat. And fouled as he went up to the dunk. Good aggressive move, and he'll shoot 2. They get Hassan Whiteside. Hey, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Heat?
Well, I'll tell you what, they must have had a good shoot-around because they've been fantastic from long range so far, fellas.
Yeah, they're showing some muscle also in the first half as well, and getting a lot of their points in the paint. Really like the balance they've shown.
Down low, here's Winslow. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you could hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
And he's got his first free throw of the game.
And he's there at 71 from the line this season, probably below where you'd like to see him.
You know, his free throw percentage has dropped this year, but not really enough to raise any red flags or become alarmed about it.
Wade, he's checked in for Miami. Jackson against Hamilton. Jackson kicks to Gortat, 13 feet away. No luck. The Heat go the other way with it. Last time they met was in Miami.
Yeah, and they won that matchup last time, and it wasn't even close, guys.
Well, they got the other team in foul trouble. And frustrated them as well. And I think that really kind of shaped the whole context and tenor of the game.
And too long on the shot. The Heat leading by 18. Wade left side. Lets it go from 14. And there's another one for the Heat.
Clearly, they've been the hotter team here in the first half.
Well, they've been grit and grind, working for those high percentage shots. And quite honestly, it's paid off for them.
Anderson, a screen on Hamilton. Jackson, great use of the pick to create room for the jumper. Jackson's got 4 points in the quarter.
And how does he get that one to go? No idea.
I don't have an idea either. A little heat check there, but yep, he's still cooking, and Greg, he's cooking with gas.
And that fella can flat out fly, can he?
Reminds me of a young Greg Anthony out of UNLV,
goodness.
no doubt about that. Just look at the elevation he climbed to right there.
Kevin, you just made my knees hurt.
That's what sets him apart from so many other point guards in the NBA.
And Doris Burke has a report for us from the sideline.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Celtics got down to business. He had 52 points.
On offense, here are the Heat. They're on a 16-7 run. To the inside, here's Cannon, and a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Shooting 100% in the quarter. They've made them all, taking full advantage at the line.
Taking 2 shots.
I tell you what, nice job making the most of their opportunities.
That free throw missing. He hits the second from the line. 1:46 left in the first half of the game. Young outside. Here's Simmons. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Picked away. Oh, and here comes Sessions all alone. Heat moving the ball around with the shot. And the shot no good, a bit short. For the Detroit Pistons, they won their last contest, that game against Milwaukee.
Nearly flawless offensively from start to finish there, and really just an impressive win.
Yeah, really balanced team. We saw a little bit of everything from them, and just about all of that everything we saw worked.
Here's Drummond. Gets it to go from 8 feet. Drummond's got 10 points in the game.
Well, he certainly isn't the one to blame for them being in the hole. He's been on the money with his game.
Bosh, that's good.
And that's sort of been the story here today, hasn't it?
52 seconds left in the second quarter. Chalmers with it. He's averaging a bit over 5 points a game. Out to the right wing. Drummond passes to Young. Clock at 4. Rebound by the Heat.
Hey, I like creativity and a circus finish as much as anybody. But you better be sure you got a chance to make it.
Wow, the floor just really opened up for him on that possession.
Yeah, I mean, I'm all for good offense, but that was just a terrible reaction from the defense.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Pass to Drummond. The feed to Simmons. The kick out to Young. And another three for Detroit. 5 seconds left here in the second. Hamilton. And no good trying to get that one. A dominating first half of basketball, and so far hasn't been close. Miami ahead, running away with it. And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Hi, Kevin. I'm here with Dwayne Wade. Obviously a great half for you guys. What has allowed this team to be so effective?
Well, one way is get out in transition. Besides that, we run our offense to make sure we get paint touches. We play inside out. We got guys that have been very aggressive, so it's been working for us.
Dwayne, thank you. So many weapons on this team, guys.
All right, Doris, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow here on 2K Sports.
Hey guys, great execution in the first half, but we still have a few things to talk about before we go back out there. Our passing has been very precise. I'll give you guys a lot of credit.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, here are the ball.
Welcome back, everybody. Third quarter just about to get going here in what has been so far a runaway game.
When you're hot, and that's certainly been the case for Hamilton. He's got 19 points, and the three-pointers have been dropping for him. He's got 3 of them.
And you know what, Clark? If you continue to shoot the way he is, he may have to become more of an integral part of their offensive scheme.
Here's who Eric Spoelstra is starting the second half with. The big men are Bosch and Whiteside. D-Wade out there with Insanity, and it's Winslow in at the small forward. Plays it in off the pretty alley-oop.
Boy, you got to love it. The picture-perfect alley-oop.
A little surprised, though, Clark. He didn't go for the big slam, but it works just the same.
Counts for 2.
Yeah, it does. Almost makes it a little more special, though, when you can have a little bit of grace as opposed to just the full Monty with the power.
Jackson, good on the triple. Jackson's got 13 points.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
And stolen by Drummond. Out in his own on the break. And here they go. Caldwell Pope passes to Buchanan. Anderson dishes to Caldwell Pope. Back to Anderson. No one near him. And yep, couple bounces and it falls. 7 points in the game. Miami leading by 21. Now here is Hamilton. 19 points in the game. Out to Wade. And here's Hamilton. Shot clock at 5.
Pistons foul call.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
That's his first personal foul.
The first free throw is good.
At the line for the Pistons. Freak. At the line for 2.
Hamilton hits both of them. Right around a minute and a half played here in the third quarter. Hamilton against Jackson. To the inside. Here's Drummond. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
No doubt about it. He has done a ton to help his team, but he's going to have to do even more if they want to have a chance to get back in this one.
Stolen by Jackson. The pass to Buchanan. He dishes it to Anderson. He feeds it to Caldwell Pope. And now here's Hamilton, the fast break chance. A nice shot by Winslow. Winslow's got 13.
And they've looked terrific in transition today. That's had a lot to do with their success.
Boy, it certainly has. I mean, they've done a really good job recognizing anytime they've had the numbers advantage, and then they've taken advantage. We've seen it time and time again here.
And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Well, Kevin, head coach of the Pistons had some words for his team over the break. His message to them was all about getting high percentage shots and having the crisp ball movement on the perimeter that it takes to get those shots. He also told them that he wants to see multiple passes on every possession. He said that was the key to getting the best shot each time down. coach was not wasting any time in altering their strategy here in the second half. And Kevin, he's going to have to hope those changes take effect quickly.
Thanks again, Doris. Anderson, a screen on Hamilton. Jackson kicks to Caldwell Pope. Detroit, no good that time either.
Perfectly played defensively there. He made that a very difficult look.
Pass to Whiteside. Back to Hamilton. And it's Wade in the corner. Detroit with the rebound. Gortat's got his third rebound on the night. They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going. And he gets the bucket.
Ryan
Anderson's got 9 points.
Boy, they are passing the ball very crisply right now.
They really are, and their last 3 buckets have come by way of an assist. Yeah, a moment here to see the numbers for Dwayne Wade. He's been in good form here the last few weeks. Getting around 12 points a game, 6 assists, and 3 rebounds. And some pretty good numbers, guys. He's certainly making a contribution.
Better than expected. He still has a ways to go, but I like what I'm seeing right now.
And the Heat making a change here. Dellavedova's checked in.
And haven't we seen that a few times today, guys? I mean, their defense has got to have a little bit more toughness about it.
There's a screen by Gortat. The drive by Jackson. Bosch grabs the miss. Bosch has got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Wade can't hit.
It's hard not to go for it when you see the chance for that alley-oop.
Clearly, temptation got the best of him right there, Greg.
And that one's good by Gortat.
Boy, guys, they've shown some great passing on their last few trips now on the floor. Excellent.
4 straight passes leading to scores. Great team play.
Stolen by Anderson. And now the fast break. Anderson with the ball. Feeds to Jackson. Hamilton pulls it in.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
From the arc. That one goes. Count it. Hamilton's got 9 points now in just the second half.
Not too much respect shown to him by the defenders.
Jackson dishes to Anderson. He kicks it to Gortat. Pistons passing it around. Good on the shot. 16 points for Reggie Jackson.
Tit for tat right there, huh, guys?
Didn't take him long at all, fellas, to get those 3 points back.
Here's Hamilton. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line. Detroit making a switch here. Simmons is checked in. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Heat.
They really haven't backed away from running and gunning at any point, but their legs still look fresh.
Something that's also benefited them tonight are the turnovers they forced and the points that have come along with those forced turnovers.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
For Miami, they've gone 6 of 8 on field goal attempts in the third. A 75% clip. Here's Hamilton. The jump shot from the baseline is right on target. Hamilton's got 33.
He's finding all kinds of ways to get it done. What a quarter he's having.
And stolen by Hamilton. Uses both hands to slam it down.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it too, Kevin. Go hard to the bucket and don't let them set up the defense.
Jackson kicks to Anderson. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. They get Hassan Whiteside.
Looking at the game for Ryan Anderson. 9 points, and from long range, he's hit 1 3-pointer.
And when it's all said and done, I got a sneaky suspicion he's going to have a few more.
A different look here for Detroit. Chalmers comes in for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Young is subbed in for Reggie Jackson. Pachulia, he's checked in for the Heat. Cannon comes in for Dwayne Wade.
Move the ball. Stick it to Bosch.
Hamilton against Young. The kick out to Bosch. And again, Miami with the triple.
It's got to be nice for them to know that game in and game out, his offense is going to be there for him.
That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time. Block shots, a stat that sometimes doesn't tell the whole story. Big-time shot blockers aren't always elite defenders. And then the opposite is true. Their block shot totals don't quite capture that great impact they really have defensively.
You know, and Akeem the Dream, certainly one of the greatest all-around players to have ever played the game. An endless array of offensive moves down low, no doubt. And defensively, his numbers speak for themselves. I mean, almost 4,000 career blocks, 2 Defensive Player of the Year awards, just a legendary low-post defender.
Shot clock at 6. Again, the miss by the Pistons.
That's a shot you've got to take if you're looking for the three-pointer. I mean, the defense was nowhere around.
Kicks it to Hamilton. Back to Bosch. There's Cannon with the 3. That's good.
Having a lot of trouble stopping the three-point shot.
And they're not making up for it with their own shots from deep either, so that's a double-edged sword there.
To the wing on the left. There's the double team with Hamilton. Young with no one around. Another miss by Young.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
Hamilton the pass to Pachulia. Dellavedova dishes to Cannon. Hamilton against Chalmers. Rebounded by Chalmers.
It appeared as though the spin left him a little dizzy, Kev. That may have thrown off the shot.
Ball's knocked loose. Hamilton with it. He's against Young. No good from Hamilton. And, well, Detroit shooting down near the 40% mark since halftime. They've been slow getting going. Back to Young. Out left to the wing to end the run. And that's good. Mario Chalmers for 3. Chalmers has got 7 points. Miami's gotten the 3 ball working for them in the second half. They've hit 3 out of 3 shots from long range. Nice shot by Hamilton.
He's finding all kinds of ways to get it done. What a quarter he's having.
The Pistons have gone 7 for 16 in the second half from the field, shooting a bit under 50%. And Young kicks to Chalmers. Off target from 3-point range. Cannon. And it would have counted had it fallen, but it's offline. And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. And we're getting underway here in the fourth quarter. The scoreboard tells the story in this matchup, but we'll see how much things change in Heat shooting an incredible 64% for the field in this game. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the fourth quarter. And Detroit looking at who they've got. Young is out there with Chalmers. Then there's Andre Drummond, and it's Kirkland in at the 3, the small forward. Now here's Chalmers, guarded by Barea. 4 on the clock. Andrade, good, and Chalmers with the assist that time. Chalmers has got 3 assists tonight.
A little bit of a defensive breakdown there. He's not the guy you want to leave open on the perimeter. You've got to stay attached to him.
Move the ball. It's sticking too much.
Hamilton against Young. 3-pointer. And he hits it from deep. 3 points there from Hamilton. Hamilton's got 40 points.
And he's on his way to putting up a big 3-point total.
There's the double team with Hamilton. Drummond dishes to Young. Puts up a 3. Hamilton pulls it in. Hamilton's got his 3rd rebound on the night. Here's Barea, and he makes good on the layup.
You know what? That's what you like to see. A perfect pass leading him right into the shot. Didn't even have to break stride.
Young against Hamilton. Back to Young. There's the 3. And that one's good.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Dime-dropping delights is what I call it.
Yeah, that's a nice pass. I will give you that one.
Yeah, he was on the money, that's no doubt. Hamilton outside, and Young comes over to help. There's Cannon with the 3. Detroit with the rebound. Drummond's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Young pass to Drummond. Kirkland covered by Hamilton. Back to Drummond. Young outside. Here's Andrade. No good. In and out off the rim.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D. Alice position, you can see the frustration on his face.
Hamilton against Young. No good from Hamilton. The Pistons have gone. On 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Young for 3. Again, Young missing. Miami's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the 4th quarter. No good. From Hamilton.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over it.
This one for 3. Chalmers' shot is no good. Miami controlling the game. Cannon kicks to Hamilton. And that one's good. Hamilton's got 42 in the game.
What a top-notch game he's having. He's gotten them in front, and it sure seemed like he's going to keep them there. All by himself, it looks like.
The dish to Chalmers. The Pistons working the ball around now. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
It's been a solid outing for Drummond. 12 points and 1 steal as well. He's gotten after it on the boards for them as well as in the transition game.
And I like the fact that one has really fed into the other.
Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, he's checked in for Detroit. And Miami with a change here too. Winslow's checked in. Here's Hamilton. Off on the layup. Detroit's gone 2 of 5 on 3-point shots since the end of the 3rd quarter. There's the double team with Hamilton. Here's Caldwell-Pope. Pachulia covering. Just 4 to shoot. Inside. Here's Barea. Passes to Winslow. Score the basket. It's number 6 for him this game. 6 for 9, 67% shooting.
I've really appreciated their activity in the post today. I mean, their movement down low has been great.
Oh, that's right on the money. They've generated a lot of easy opportunities on the inside.
Poked loose. Here's Hamilton. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk. Nasty. Absolutely filthy.
And the building is stunned, partner. He dug deep into his bag of tricks.
I tell
there.
you what, I hope he keeps that one handy. I want to see that one again.
Screen by Young. Caldwell-Pope passes to Kirkland. 6 to shoot. Young, good look. Wide open shot is on the money. For Miami, they've gone 5 of 10, 50% from the field. Hamilton against Young, and there it is again. Nice make there from Hamilton. Hamilton's got 46 points. For Detroit, they've gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the 4th. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. Here's Caldwell-Pope, and he sinks the shot coming off the strong pick.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And, Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
Sticking too much.
Hamilton against Young. And again, it will drop another make there from Hamilton. Hamilton's got 48.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make. the paint.
And, Greg, those looks they're allowing are almost automatic.
And now Winslow pushing it up. No one back to stop him. Rips down the breakaway slam.
Just a great job of attacking on the break.
Yeah, you know, exploding to the basket like that, Greg, just as soon as that ball was going the other way, that's exactly how you want to do it.
Here he comes, and there he goes.
Look at him punish that rack.
Check out the fellas. Check out his teammates over on the bench. So they are going.
Any reason you had such a hard time taking care of the ball tonight?
There's no excuse. I just got to be more deliberate with the choices I make. You get careless with the ball in this league, and teams will make you pay. And that's on me.
Do you feel like you've been taking too many shots from long range lately?
Man, look, you act like I didn't make any. I hit plenty of them. So I don't see what the issue is. And if I'm knocking them down, then I'm going to keep firing them up. I mean, why wouldn't I? It's all about them buckets. Y'all know that.
Word is spreading that you're causing some real drama with your off-court commitments, missing appearances, failing to fulfill contracts. Do you have anything to say about that?
Yeah, mind your business. This press conference is supposed to be about what happened in the game tonight. You know, on the court. So let's leave your ridiculous, unsubstantiated rumors alone, and let's talk about what we're supposed to be talking about. Oh, you know what, better yet, let's not. I think I'm done here. Thank you all.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Ernie Johnson welcoming you to the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm here with Shaq and the Jet. We'll watch the Brooklyn Nets in this one as they go up against the Miami Heat. For the Heat, they're currently holding on to the best record in the league. Not the conference, the league. They've been head and shoulders above the competition this season. And as we march toward the end of the regular season, Shaq, I want your opinion on veterans being rested in back-to-back games.
You know what, Ernie, you hear a lot of people complain, but let me tell you from personal reasons, it's the right thing to do in some cases, especially for the older teams to have a real shot to win a championship. Popovich
Oh.
Let's meet the starting lineup of the visiting Miami Heat. At center, Zaza Pachulia.
At shooting guard. This is 2K Sports broadcasting from Brooklyn, New York, as the Nets take it to the hardwood here at the Barclays Center. And it's back to Miami for the Heat at the conclusion of today's game. A superb ball club playing a great brand of basketball. #1 record right now in the NBA.
And guys, you want to talk about dominance. All they have to do is win today. And they will make it 4 straight against this team. A sweep on the season.
Well, you can't count those chickens before they hatch now. It hasn't been done yet. Beating a team 4 straight times in the NBA during the regular season is a hard thing to do.
So the opening lineup for the Heat, Hamilton in at point guard. Pachulia is out there with Chris Bosh. Then there's Dwayne Wade. And it's Chandler in at the 3 slot. The shot by Wade, no good. On defense, the Heat, they are coming into this having notched a win against the Knicks in their last game.
And if you look at the numbers, guys, I mean, what jumps out at you is the balance they had offensively.
Very satisfying road win because you're right. There was tremendous balance displayed. I mean, the crowd was basically stunned at how they were able to dismantle that defense. Still can't get anything going here after 3 tries.
And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. Clark, they've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cottonmouth here. Dry spell for sure. I'm not sure that was the play they had set up, but it was too good a look to pass up.
Here is Livingston. He's coming off a 10-point game against Indiana.
And what I enjoyed when watching that game was the way he balanced getting his shot and also incorporating his teammates.
Chambers kicks to Livingston. Young, a screen on Hamilton. Livingston, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Livingston's got his first basket.
Now how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket? Oh, that is just weak defense there. I'm pretty sure that was not the plan to give him those kind of baskets at the hoop.
And Lopez throws it down.
Yeah, he went for a little extra on that one.
Well, he usually doesn't finish soft, obviously. You know, he can when necessary, sure, but not that time.
And not when you can throw it down like that.
Yes, sir.
And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. And Young, here we go. And it's sent back by Bosh. Here's Hamilton, and the Heat, another 3.
Yeah, perfect release that time. I mean, I thought it might get blocked, but no.
Yeah, he was giving up a lot of size in that particular matchup, but showed the excellent ability to get off that shot despite the disadvantage inside.
And really, he epitomizes what a point guard should be. I mean, his skill as a passer might actually be matched by that creativity he shows around. on the rim.
Well, judging by that jam, Greg, I'd say you're absolutely right.
Boy, that's a nice surge for them just when they needed it in a game that was so tight.
Here's Livingston. It's blocked. So it looks like the Nets will retain possession here. And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets. And the Heat making a change here. First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in.
Just such a good shooter from that range.
And you factor in his height advantage, it's almost unfair.
Nice shot by Hamilton.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Brooklyn trailing. Anderson outside. Kicks to Henson. And count the basket. He is fouled. Here's Hamilton. John Henson out there with Brook Lopez. And there's Livingston. And it's Hollis Jefferson in at the small forward. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. And let's now go to the sideline. We'll catch up here with Doris Burke. Doris?
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Knicks, boy, was he tremendous. He finished with 36 points, and he did his thing on the defensive side as well, nabbing more than his share of steals. Numbers like that are rare to see by any player in a game he'll always remember.
All right, Doris, thank you. It really was a stunning performance. He was at his absolute best in that game.
And if he can come anywhere close to another performance like that here tonight, it would be amazing.
Yeah, it really would be, because you know now the defense is going to be focused squarely on him. They're going to make sure that he doesn't beat him again.
Oh, good with the triple.
3 triples in the first quarter, but he's yet to knock one down here in the second.
Livingston kicks to McDaniels. That drops, and it comes off the assist from Livingston. McDaniels got 7 points in the game.
Most any NBA player can make you pay when you leave them that wide open. That's why you have to stay alert on defense.
Lopez over to help. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Heat?
Boy, the three-point shot has really been dropping for him early on.
And also another aspect of their game that's been super so far tonight is how they've been sharing the basketball.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Young comes in for Henson. And Chambers subbed in for K.J. McDaniels. And Miami also making a switch. Borea's checked in. So it's Brooklyn now, following the 3-point attempt by Freak. Shoots the 3. No good. That's miss number 2. He's 1 for 3. The Heat leading by 8. This is to Wade. Here's Hamilton. Connects from 3-point range. Hamilton's got 14 points.
And let's see, guys, if that triggers another little explosion from him after hitting 3 triples in that first quarter.
Chambers can't make the basket.
Nobody even close to him, and he can't believe he doesn't knock it down.
Hamilton can't get that one to fall.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Pass to Chambers. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Wade. And here now on the 2K leaderboard, the best distributors in the league. The point guards with the most assists per game this season. Freak, 3rd.
And obviously assists are the name of the game at the point guard position. And that's not lost on these guys. It's all about making their teammates better.
I agree. I mean, their vision, their unselfishness, the connection they have with their teammates. It really adds up to a real wealth.
Quick hands on the steal and then just mad hops on the slam.
Great sequence for them defensively and Clark offensively.
Well, one usually leads to the other, Kevin. That's just good, aggressive, attacking basketball at both ends.
That Kia Slam Cam replay really gave you a good look at the action.
A moment here to check out Chris Bosh. In the second half of this season, he's been... another level.
He sure has. I mean, game by game, you can just see the confidence growing. And he's put up large numbers to prove it.
Miami on defense. Screened by Young. Here's Lopez. And that one hits back iron. The Brooklyn Nets come into this one after a win against the Indiana Pacers.
And really the signature of that game was what they were able to do from a defensive standpoint, particularly on the low post.
Yeah, and they were up in the air an awful lot in that paint area, getting their hands on shots, a lot of them, but if they didn't block them or touch them, they actually changed them.
The Heat leading by 9. To the paint, Okidi. A strong finish under heavy pressure all over.
And really a good job spotting his teammate near the bucket and then just pinpoint passing for the finish.
Lopez a screen. Here's Chambers. It's hauled in by the Heat. Last time they met was in Miami.
Yeah, and they picked up the win in their last game against this club, and really it was a parade to the free throw line.
Yeah, did a really good job of drawing foul after foul. Very physical and rugged in how they perform. And it paid off. Unfortunately, that's been the result for him over and over, guys. He just cannot find the bottom of the basket.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
Lopez a screen. Lopez a screen on Bosch. To the left wing. 6 on the shot clock. Great open look there. Chambers got 5 now.
What are they thinking, leaving him with all that space out there? Do they not know? Have they not heard that this guy is unbelievable? That's a layup for him.
Shoots it. And a little hot that time, but it drops. Chambers got 5 points now this quarter. The Heat leading by 10. Chandler kicks to Hamilton. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And, folks, he does more than just put 2 points onto their lead. He does it with a little bit of flair.
He sure does. You're right. It's a dazzling move to the bucket for him.
I'll tell you what, he may not be the biggest man in the league, guys, but he more than makes up for that lack of size with amazing aerial skills.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Hamilton can't get that one to fall.
Kevin, I'll tell you, his three-point shot has looked awful here in the second quarter. He's trying to shoot his way out of his slump, but he needs to give it a rest and try something else.
Lopez. That drops, and it comes off the assist from Livingston. Lopez has got it back down to single digits for the Nets. Hamilton. And that's not going to go. So we've reached the end of the first half of play. Heat lead by 8. And
Kevin, we have Brook Lopez with him.
All right, guys, focus on me. We got them where we want them, and we can quiet these fans down even more if we pay attention to a couple of key things. These are the types of halves where we are helping ourselves out by making clean passes. They haven't caused us too many problems in the passing lanes to this point, but we still have a half of basketball to play.
All right, the second half beginning in just a moment.
Check out the game for insanity. He's got 16 points, and he's drained 4 3-pointers here as well.
And with more to come, you know, it wouldn't hurt to keep getting him the basketball.
Here's who Eric Spoelstra is starting the second half with. Hamilton, he's in at point guard. Chris Bosh is out there with Wilson Chandler. Then there's Pachulia. And it's Wade in at the 2 guard. Chambers the pass to Young. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give them 2 chances at the free throw line here. The Nets have shot just 1 free throw, missing that one early.
And collectively, they're only about 73% as a unit right now.
And, you know, you don't have to tell them what their free throw numbers are. I mean, They're well aware of it, believe me.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats, that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
To the middle, here's Lopez, and fouled hard. That time, he'll get to the line and shoot two.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
Brook Lopez hits them both.
Well done again. He doesn't have the same problems at the line that plague some of the NBA's other big men.
Lopez with the steal. Here is Livingston, covered by Hamilton. Lopez a screen. Livingston dishes to Lopez. That's good. Lopez has got his third basket of the night right there.
Nice move and finish. I think the halftime break really gave him a second win.
And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half. Hamilton outside. Lopez over to help. Off target three-pointer there from Hamilton. Nets trail by 6. Feeds it to Livingston. Pass to Chambers. And it's good. Assisting on the play with Livingston. Livingston's got his assist totals piling up. 11 now for him. Hamilton kicks to Chandler. Good ball movement here by Miami. Hamilton outside. Lets it go from deep. That's good. Hamilton's got a pair of threes now here in the third for the Heat.
They are wreaking havoc on them with the three-point shot here.
The defense has no answer right now. Even when they've gotten a hand up, it has not seemed to matter.
We need to calm down. We're taking too many shots early in the clock. Let's get some ball movement and run something on the offensive end.
And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Run some pick and roll up top.
And here are the Heat now. The Celtics will be coming into town for the next game. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. Three-pointer. And it's O'Quinn with the rebound. McDaniels. No good. And offensively, the fourth quarter just moments away now as we welcome you back. Nets trail by 9. John Henson out there with Kyle O'Quinn. Then there's Anderson, and it's McDaniels in at the 2 spot. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn.
First 3 of the half, second of the game. Can heat up.
To the right side. Chandler is screen. And Bosch now top of the key. Pass to Barea. Here's Hamilton. Hamilton can't get that one to fall. Brooklyn's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight. Henson a screen on Wade. Anderson outside. Tries it from 19. The shot is off. And it's Miami the other way. In transition, here comes Miami. Count that one. And the Heat lead by 8.
Excellent work there in transition.
Yeah, I think it's always better to go early in transition, to attack when it's there, because oftentimes you can beat the defense down the floor.
Chandler with the steal. Up and in on the layup. And look at how the hustle game has been going for the Heat.
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
Yeah, but also, they haven't missed a beat in terms of their fast break game. That's been equally as effective all night long.
Sean Livingston, he's checked in for the Nets. Pachulia, he's checked in for Miami. From the arc, Miami grabs the miss. Pachulia's got 8 rebounds in this game. Here's Wade, and he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
Nets trail by 11. And it's time for an injury report.
He said he really bruised his hip out there, and while there's a lot of pain involved, he doesn't see any significant bone or joint damage.
Thank you, Doris. Boy, you always hate to see anyone ever deal with any sort of injury.
And almost for every player, it's inevitable. I mean, injuries are going to happen no matter how well you take care of yourself.
And let's just hope the rehab process doesn't drag on any longer than it has to.
Stolen by Bosch. And now here's Hamilton, the fast break chance.
And as they continue to just dominate this game, you have to wonder how much can they win by.
Well, it's on the verge of getting out of hand, Greg. You can feel it, you can see it, in part because the defense has been about as good as the offense, and both have been really good.
Brooke Lopez is checked in for Brooklyn. Hollis Jefferson comes in for McDaniels. Nets trail by 17. Lopez, a screen on Hamilton. Here's Livingston. And again, unable to change momentum here. Hamilton with it. He's picked up by Lopez. Wade passes to Hamilton. No good with the triple. The Nets have gone 1 of 5 from the field here in the fourth. A lot of misses, just the one make. Here's Chambers. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Now here is Hamilton. Not a lot of room. Lays it up and banks it in. Hamilton's got 14 points now in the second half. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones, a long time without a basket.
I got to find something. You're right. Livingston, that's good.
You know, he didn't need to make the layup complicated. I mean, it's not a trick shot contest, but he decided to go for a little extra flavor on that one.
No good from Hamilton. Nets trail by 17. 2 minutes to go in game 2. Chambers kicks to Livingston. Lopez, a screen on Hamilton. Clock at 6. Young with no one around. Great look, but off the mark. Hamilton outside. Buries the long-range jumper. Hamilton's got 33 points.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
And their defensive rotations have been non-existent.
Here's Hollis.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for Miami.
The sheer volume of three-pointers was the deciding factor tonight, it seemed.
Yeah, they sink one, Kevin, and then they do it again. It worked.
And I think, guys, we sort of expected a win here in a season already with 66 wins. Tonight's win will notch that up one more to 67. A very dominating presence they seem to have nearly every time they come out on the floor.
Wow, they finished the season series undefeated. 4 games, 4 wins, really asserting their dominance.
Well, they're going to finish, like you said, 4-0 against them, and you're right, very impressive.
I mean, when you look at the stats, you'll see just how dominant a game this was for Insanity. He was doing everything right, and the points came in bunches. Definitely had the hot hand.
Down low, here's Pachulia. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. And the Heat lead by 18.
Well, guys, they came in here and really took charge from the opening tip. This is such a tough thing to do for a visiting team. This contest was played on their terms.
And, you know, that's not the way it usually works in the NBA. It's going to be a great win, and you know it's going to be a happy plane ride out of here, for sure.
Off target with that shot. And so Miami takes this one by a big margin. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Dwayne, you had a huge impact on the boards tonight. Was that something you tried to do?
Yeah, Coach told me to rebound. I've been trying to rebound lately, so just trying to get down there and help our big guys out.
You did exactly that, Dwayne. Thank you. Kevin, over to you.
Thank you, Doris. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. This is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for tuning in. Now we'll go to the studio with the award-winning Ernie Johnson.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Welcome back, everybody. Ernie Johnson here along with Shaq and the Jet as we present our Jordan Player of the Game, Freak. He had just an outstanding fourth-quarter performance. He really had the fire lit under him, and down the stretch, really having a huge impact on the outcome of this game.
Seeing Freak dominate the way he did tonight reminded me of watching him play in high school. He was a man among boys. He was a four-time consensus All-American back then. Overall, great game.
Just an unreal performance for him in so many ways. That was a player at the absolute top of his game. It's hard to imagine someone being any more dominant than he was tonight.
And that brings us to the end of our broadcast for this evening. For Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and our illustrious 2K Sports crew, this is Ernie Johnson saying good night, and we'll see you again soon, but not soon enough.